Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Today's a big day. We got the second Netflix WWE Monday Night Raw. There's probably a lot of people out there that watched last week that thought that was just an average WWE special. I think there's probably people out there that don't really know that Netflix is going to be carrying Monday Night Raw for the next 10 years. And then each and every week it's going to be on there. We also have our last wild card football game. We got the Rams going up against Minnesota. That game's going to be coming to you live from Arizona. So it's going to be hard with the apps to be flipping back and forth between ESPN and then flipping over to Netflix. I think everybody's going to have to try and find some kind of easy way to do that, since we've been like in the app days of like this is on this app, this is on that app. It's a little bit harder than when you had the Comcast remote, just to be pressing the back button and flipping back and forth between Raw and Nitro. But tonight, one of the biggest matches that's going to be on Monday Night Raw. I really like the Finn Balor versus Damian Priest street fight match. Kind of felt like the whole Judgment Day feud had sort of been like blown up and passed over, but they're going to run it again one more time tonight. But we have Chad Gable. I'm not the biggest follower of this feud, why he's fighting against a random luchador. You got to be thinking that if he's going to be going up against some luchador on the roster, why is he not going up against Rey Mysterio? But then again, like, where did the Wyatt 6 go? Like, it seems like whenever, WWE on Monday Night Raw is going to be debuting some sort of a new stable, Chad Gable is the guy's name who gets picked. If you remember back, a few months ago, the Wyatt 6, when they debuted on Monday Night Raw and took that place over, people were debating, honestly, if Chad Gable as a character, as a wrestler, was dead. Did they see the total demise? But I'm not really sure what happened to the Wyatt 6. We've seen them wrestle matches here and there along the way, but it seems like their stock has really entirely cooled off, and they're not what they once were. But for whatever mystery that is out there, I think that mystery was totally given away today. If you were able to log on to just go to WWE Shop, if you're a casual wrestling fan who likes to buy merch, if you're looking for merch to take to WrestleMania, to have like the best fit in town that week, they just had Penta merch. He's going to be making his debut for the company. He's jumping over from AEW, and they just have it on sale. And then on top of that, WWE's tweeting it out, making it a big deal that they're selling his stuff, obviously thinking that his first day merch is going to push big numbers. His shirt isn't spectacular, but his mask is really fucking cool. I never was the biggest Sin Cara guy. Sin Cara, they tried to create their own masked luchador that they could have their own guy, and there was like the debate whether if like Sin Cara would live on. They even gave the gimmick to other wrestlers, trying to keep it going, almost like TNA did with the Suicide character, how it went from Kaz to Daniels to, I can't remember that guy's name. I just had it and I dropped it. Really good dude. He was in WWE as well. He was the 305 champion when they first came around. But then they even had some Japanese guy wearing it for a while. But honestly, I think the Penta is going to be a really, really big deal. I'm wondering if the manager is going to be with him, or if they're just going to have him as a solo act and wait for Phoenix's contract in AEW to run out, and then maybe put all three of them together. I don't really know if the manager and Penta are like a package deal, but I didn't see a ton of Lucha Underground, but honestly, he was one of the biggest stars in Lucha Underground at the time. And he didn't have cable. It was the reason why. And then I can't really remember what station it was on, but I don't think it was the biggest station in the world. But big match tonight. Penta, big debut. No way in the world this guy's losing. Feel bad for Chad Gable. Obviously, he's a star. He's a guy that can take a loss here and there along the way with his current gimmick and his group. But he's getting his ass kicked again by a guy making a debut on the Raw roster. That sucks.